boys, man. They're part of the team. Part of the team, man. Can I tell you, part of the team?
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seeds today. The crew's ready, all hands on deck.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone.
Are you gagging? Hey, welcome to another edition of the Loose Cannons. I'm your boy Sammer, hanging out with Stank and Poppy Latte. We're sad today, but we're also kind of relieved. The microcosm of the season has finally fucking ended. That entire game was the entire season jam-packed into 4 quarters of absolute asshole. There you go, folks. Buccaneers season is officially over, and it was given to us by the Dallas fucking Cowboys. How you guys doing?
You're not focused, dipshit. There you go.
Yeah, we had a bye week. Well, that was the best we could come up with 2 weeks of game planning. That was it right there.
What game planning?
2 weeks.
Game planning?
I don't know because
I'm sorry, saying where have you been? We have played 18 games without a single game plan in any one of those games. When you watch other teams play, you're like, oh, they're clearly picking on the secondary. Oh, they're going to attack the interior of the defensive line. Oh, they're going over at this guy because that's a... Have we had any single semblance of a game plan in any game we played?
What did they do for 2 weeks?
What have they done for 18 fucking weeks? What do you, 19 weeks?
In Blade Runner, when that fat lady's like, 2 weeks. And then she fucking explodes and it's Arnold in the suit. That's what I feel like right now.
Never saw Blade Runner, man.
Latte, did you just fucking hear what your brother just said?
Yeah, listen, you can't trust Amber when it comes to movies. He hasn't seen a lot of great movies. Like,
You've never seen Blade Runner, bro?
He's never seen Eastbound and Down. Like, it's
Blade Runner? Oh my God.
Is that with
I'm not even talking about the right movie, by the way. It's not Blade Runner.
Is that the vampire movie?
No, it's the fucking one with Arnold
What?
when he goes to Mars. That's that
Oh,
one.
that's Total Recall.
Fucking Total Recall. But still, you've never seen Total Recall?
Latte's so disinterested in the Bucs podcast that he's rebuilding his studio while we're doing the show.
Hey, shout out to B-Shuck, by the way. Who I kind of would rather be getting surgery than watching the Bucs play yesterday. So I think B-Shuck won out. But B-Shuck,
Yeah,
you know,
legit.
It was
Also
kind
with
of
you.
that was like whatever surgery you get when you have hemorrhoids. That's what we all got to experience last night.
B-Shuck has huge balls, as we know. Just giant,
Huge balls.
huge balls.
Such big balls that it
Yeah.
needs back surgery.
Get back surgery.
Sammer understands.
Yeah.
Sammer understands.
Yeah, I've had back pain since the day I was born.
It's
Yeah,
it's a blessing and a curse.
they gave me a walker, man. I was fucking 2 months old with a walker, just with the fucking tennis balls and everything. Balls
Listen,
dragging behind me.
I'm
Sad.
not even mad. Is that weird? That's why I'm rebuilding my studio. I'm not even mad.
No,
Like
what's there to be
Sammer
mad
put
about?
it. Sammer put it beautifully. I wonder where he got that tweet from, or that concept that game was a microcosm of the whole season.
Where did I hear that for? Oh, right before we started recording, out of your mouth? Yeah, okay.
I think I tweeted that out
I
yesterday.
tweeted it out yesterday, actually, during the
I
game.
tweeted it out before you, though. You tweeted it out.
I
after
tweeted
me.
it
I
out
thought about tweeting it out
Sunday.
before both of you.
Bucks Police.
I had it
Should've.
in my drafts on Sunday night.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
My draft.
In my draft.
Sorry.
Sunday.
Sorry.
No, but listen, like
Sorry about it.
I'm rebuilding my studio, and I'm calm, cool, collected. I'm not even mad. We've been mad. I'm not mad because.
Hey, Tyler Belcher asks, what was the game plan by the coaches? Tyler, you game planned more than the coaches did for the last 2 weeks before that game. I promise you, you did.
Ask Madden.
Dude, even I wish it was, because
Ask
then I'd be
Madden
like,
would've been better.
Ask Men actually takes into account what's on the field. He puts you in a decent scenario sometimes, decent situation. Dude, the whole fucking, I mean, we had everything that happened all season long. We had great defensive performance that was left out to dry by shitty offensive game planning, execution, play calling, all of it. And then when they're left out to dry and the defense is doing their job, then defense finally gets figured out. Then no halftime adjustments. And then ass gets whooped in second half. And then offense wakes up when it's a little bit too late, tries to make a comeback. Not really. Lost game. The only thing we didn't have was a missed 50-plus yard field goal by Ryan Suckup. Which, by the way, I can't wait for him to
Ryan
leave.
Suckup played well yesterday.
We had 4 missed extra points, though. Ha! That was the most exciting part of the
Ryan
fucking
Suckup was
game.
perfect.
baby.
He was perfect yesterday.
Fucking
Him
amazing.
missing those extra points was the only reason the scoreboard wasn't more embarrassing. That's like, oh, it's only 18-0. We could do 18-0 instead of 21. Fuck that. We're done.
It could have been 28 skunks, bro.
Yeah, I
think
mean,
the defense came to play the first 2 series. Like the crowd was actually making noise. The
First 2
defense is there for a good time, not a long time. Like they'll give you 2 good 3 series. After that, they're
yeah,
done.
but here's the
They're
thing,
done.
though. But here's the thing. They did their job those 2 first drives, right? And the offense's job at that point, all right, they fucking came out there. We won the coin toss. We deferred. We did our job. We created energy in the stadium.
Something.
Go score. Get a field goal. Then followed up with a touchdown. You got a 10-point lead. That
Or
will keep the defense
3 and
rolling.
out. Or 3 and out.
What are you going to get from them at that point? 3 and out. Then they get an 80-yard fucking drive. I mean, literally, the entire game was the entire
We all
season.
knew it was coming. We all knew it was
Hey,
coming.
guys, we've been saying it all fucking year. We've been roasted all year. We've been the pariahs. We've been the outsiders. We've been the goofballs. We've been the fucking idiots, right?
And the Buccaneers idiots.
Tom looked like shit.
Mhm.
And he has looked like shit. He looked scared. He was thrown off his back foot. He refused to step in the throws. The first 2 series, egregious throwing behind fucking Gage. Just
All night.
worm balls. The fucking seam pass to Brait. What are we? The fucking play action one where he skipped it off the ground to O'Keefe. Like,
What about the bootleg where he forced the throw across his body?
that was a
even though-
Jameis throw. You threw into a quadruple coverage.
That was the OJ Howard special, but
He
everyone
could
guarded
have
it.
ran for like at least 30 yards.
He
I don't
could have
know.
got some
Wait,
serious
whoa,
yardage on that.
whoa. We got a super chat. Northway TA says, I bought a ticket for Sammer to watch the Cowboys fans take over the stadium. So you bought a ticket for Sammer, but you didn't say anything? You sat right next to Sammer if you bought that ticket.
No, he was 2 rows behind us. He bought the additional ticket.
he
that
bought
we
the-
Why
had.
didn't he come
Okay.
down and sit with us?
Yeah, why don't you
You
say
know how
anything?
Sammer was cold. You could have warmed up to him, bro.
Yeah, I
He
went
was using me for
shirtless.
body heat the entire game.
I went shirtless. Yeah.
Dino Gaming asks, "Is this the last podcast of the year?" Dino, let me just tell you a little something about Loose Cannons podcast and Buccaneers. We hate the regular season. We hate recording during the regular season. We
were
step it
born.
up.
We were born in the off season. All right.
We step it up. The off season is our best shows. We record. We got 3 podcasts this week. We haven't recorded 3 times at all during the week.
We lost 3 shows, baby. Let's
knock them out, baby.
Hey, yeah, you guys don't understand something about us, man. Like literally, people use it as cliche, but it's literally Bane. Like, hello, darkness.
Yeah.
Like everyone, you could tell who the new Bucs fans around there losing their fucking minds. And Sammer, Stank, and I just like.
This ain't even close to the worst, dude. This ain't
like,
nothing.
A couple extra weeks to look at the draft.
You
shit.
remember the Atlanta Falcon Thursday night fucking primetime game?
Worse than that. I sat in the end zone seats where fucking Joe Flacco threw 6 goddamn touchdowns in the first fucking half. Right at me. The balls were coming at me. All right? That was absolutely the worst.
Holy shit.
This doesn't compare. It's pretty shitty.
Didn't Byron Leftwich light us up too?
Anyone who threw a ball at any moment against us has lit us up. All right.
Fucking love it.
Let me go back to the Tom Brady shit that you're saying, dude. You know what's crazy is it's insane that you just need 1 or 2 really good defensive series as an opponent of ours in the very beginning of the game to rattle him. And that's not a knock on him. It's just that's who he is. Once you've rattled Tom in that first or second series, it's game over after that. He's never not going to see ghosts the rest of the night.
Dude, Tom came out and he's like, we're going to do this, right? And then Donovan's like holding, and he's fucking seeing 11 flashing in the corner of his fucking eyes the whole game. He's like, this is going to be a long game, bro.
He actually didn't get a holding on 11. He got a holding on the other guy.
Hey, he went from let's fucking go to the huddle like, all right, boys, let's just get through this.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to block that guy? Hey, how was Gadecki on the first couple series, Stank? Because, wow. Everybody wants to talk about 76. Gadecki.
It's a bold game plan to go into this game, with Gadecki, right? And Jensen, which we love. This is a fucking Jensen podcast, but the guy hasn't played all season, right? You made a lot of bold moves. And Jensen played the entire game. Even when it was 24-0, Jensen should have been on the sidelines.
But you know what, man?
He was in there.
He loves football. But my thing is, I'm okay.
He wasn't the problem.
I know he wasn't the problem.
I'm okay with the Jensen move, but you know what? I'm a firm believer. Get your best 5 out there. I'm sorry, but you slide Hainsey over and you make him play left guard. That's your best 5. He also trained at guard all offseason. He was going to come into camp to compete for that spot. He knows how to play left guard. And I've seen centers move left guard, right guard because they already know those positions because of their own job as a center. He would have been the better option. Even if he got whooped every goddamn play, he would have been the better option. Like,
not only that, we met Bob Hainsey.
Bob Hennessy.
We met Bob Hennessy. We've been critical of him at times.
Excuse me, guys. My boy from UPS, Jacob McFadden, he said, yes, I do. Fuck you, Jacob. He's a Falcons fan. He remembers that Thursday night game. Hey, nobody asked you, bro. Okay? It's a Buccaneer podcast.
Nobody cares about you.
Nobody cares. Okay?
Nobody.
Desmond fucking Ritter. Okay?
What was I saying?
Nobody cares.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
Jerry Jones, what are your thoughts on the game last night? Dak did not throw any interceptions, and he accounted for 5 touchdowns. Your thoughts about you guys going over to San Francisco and facing the Niners? Go.
Listen, like I've said in many occasions, it is just not in Dak's DNA to turn the ball over in the playoffs. All right, this is Dallas Cowboys. We win in the playoffs, and I want to extend a thank you to Tampa Bay. It was quite a trip. I got to call a couple of private hotlines while I was down here, and it was enjoyable. I'll tell you that much. But I'll
it's the strip club capital of the world. You know that, right?
I listen. I'm a Christian man. I don't participate in those tomfooleries now. Now I'll tell you what. Dak Prescott played a hell of a game, and Dak Prescott finally made my investment look good. But I'm still a little bit upset.
You don't talk about players like that.
Motherfucker.
They're not
McCarthy.
investment.
I'm still upset that piece of shit Mike McCarthy's still my coach. But you know what? We're going to go out to San Francisco. We're probably going to lose, and then I can fire him. I love him, but then we can fire him, and then we can go ahead and get ourselves in the Sean Payton sweepstakes because I think that Sean Payton is basically Jesus. So God bless America, no place else, and of course, God bless the Dallas Cowboys.
DP Buck 32 says, "Where was Dean?" Hey, Dean was actually playing like kickoff
Playing
cover.
special teams.
He was there, by the way. Yeah, I know he was. Said he was banged up. No, I was the same way. I was like, yeah, he's hurt. And then I noticed him just like covering kicks. I was like,
dude, this was crazy. Look, this was crazy. So they say he had a fucking sickness, right? Pre-game, and that he's gonna have to try to battle through it. He's got a toe thing, whatever. Then they announce him as a starter.
And that was a starter.
Okay.
I was like, wait, what?
Then he doesn't play except on field goal unit, which again makes no fucking sense to me, right? And then they asked Todd about it last night, and he said we want to go with the hot hand because we consider both of them to be nip and tuck, which I've never heard anyone use that phrase, by the way. He said we consider them both to be nip and tuck, so I guess that means even. Oh no.
Yeah,
and
close.
so he said we're gonna go with the hot hand, even though Jamel Dean had been ridiculous all season long, and no knock on SMB, he's only been good for the last 3-4 weeks. And of course, last night, communication was absolute garbage. And not once did we see Jamel Dean play. Not one defensive snap. Instead of splitting time with them, figuring out ways to get your guys on the field, you rewarded arguably CB1 the entire season by sitting him in the playoff game.
Susan says she misses victory shades.
Yeah.
I missed tits out.
everybody missed tits out.
Everybody misses tits out.
I'm assuming because we lost.
Tits were in. It was cold, and we fucking got our.
Dude, but man, if we don't throw that fucking interception in the end zone, we're down 6-0.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because
My
we're doing the same
point-
thing with the Rams. If we
Can
don't
we
let
just talk,
Cooper
no,
catch
wait, can
that
we just
fucking
talk
ball.
about that play? And I'm not even
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
saying. I want to talk about that play. I'm not saying we would have won the game. I'm saying you can't do that. And then they go down the field 80 yards, score a touchdown. Then we get the ball back, 4th and 3. What happens? Oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and punt it to the team that just went down the field twice, 80 yards in a row in a playoff game, down
What was
12-0.
What was that play call, by the way, in the red zone? What was that play call? Because everyone just like bunched.
Didn't matter. Listen, didn't matter what the play call was.
Was that the annexation of
The
Puerto
effort,
Rico?
right? That's to take the lead, okay? God, they just do that
the
amazing
annexation
fucking.
of Puerto Rico. I need to know.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but if you just look at, nobody knew what the fuck the play was. Donnie's out there playing patty cake. Russell Gage is just like, I don't know, trotting around. He doesn't know where the fuck what the fuck the play is.
No.
They're all in the middle. Tom's panicking on his back fucking foot. Like, what?
Chris Godwin ran a slant, okay?
Yeah.
Then the middle part of the offensive line ran a screen pass. Okay, then Rashad White stepped up to protect and then released late to a swing route. Then Mike Evans and Russell Gage ran into the middle of the field, congesting where the slant route would be because they were going to also go and block for a screen pass. I don't know. And then Tom pumped, and literally the entire defense jumped, and then he threw a pick. I don't know what that play was. I don't know how half the fucking offense is doing one thing, the other half is doing another, and Tom doesn't know which way is right. Like, what the fuck was that play? Holy shit, it's the playoffs. It's the 18th game. You can't get a call right in the fucking huddle.
No, hey, like Stack said, they had 2 weeks to prep.
Yeah. It's like Tom called one play to this guy. He goes, he looks to the right of the huddle. He goes, Spider 2 Y banana. Then he goes over here, goes, Spider 3ZX route 4. Got it. Break. Boom. All right, everyone just run whatever the fuck you want.
Tom Brady was purposely sabotaging this team this year.
Bro, it looked like Tom dropped back on that play, and he was like, wait. Like mid drop back, he's like, is it a run or is it a pass?
Tom forgot.
What is going?
Nobody knew.
I don't know what's going on.
Nobody knew. Fucking Donovan Smith didn't care. He didn't really care what the play was, bro.
The two tackles didn't move. They didn't even know the snap occurred. The 3 middle guys are the only ones who did anything. It made no sense.
Hey, Jerry, Saki Crit, whatever Saki Crit says, I was really pulling for y'all. I hate the cowgirls. How does Jerry feel about that? Cowgirls? That's not polite, Jerry.
No.
Listen, I don't like name calling. I've never
what you did,
resorted
Jerry?
to name calling. I think that it's beneath me. A lot of poors do that, and I'm not a poor, obviously. And the
What is
Dallas
a poor?
Cowboy- excuse me. Don't ever interrupt me, okay? I know you think you run this show, but clearly you don't. I'm a white, and I'm on the show now, so let me go ahead.
Whoa.
I'm Jared Jones, and I own the Dallas Cowboys, and Jesus loves.
And apparently this podcast too. Jerry, you own this podcast too?
Look, he's against you speaking.
What
It's
is
like
it?
it's almost like he's
Jerry
blocking
can't come back
himself
on the
into
show.
school or something.
I refuse to allow Jerry back on the show. All right?
Hey, Jerry's canceled. Fuck off this show, Jerry.
Fuck off, Jerry. You're gonna fucking die in San Francisco. I can't wait.
Hey, appreciate you 78 motherfuckers in here with us. A little bit of therapy.
Yeah, you know we're all hurting.
If you were expecting some sort of analytics, you know what show you tuned into.
Who's hurting?
Say
Who's
that.
hurting? I'm not hurting. I'm not hurting.
Hey, you guys remember Drumline? Halftime is game time. Hey, the offseason is game time, Bucs fans. We're back. We're back. We got the 19th pick, baby. Let's start running the fucking mock. Hey, you said that Sammer had the best tweet. It was actually you, Stank. At halftime, you put.
That was yesterday.
It is halftime. It's halftime. Send me your mock drafts.
I mean, it was over. It was. Oh, if somebody thought we were gonna get some kind of fucking comeback, Tom, we all like there was no energy in the stadium. Oh, and fuck all you guys, for selling your tickets to the Cowboys fans. They were there in droves, as we all expected that they would be.
It still wasn't as bad as I thought, though, man. Their assholes were puckered. They thought that Tom Brady was gonna have some magic. A lot of them motherfuckers were real.
They've got PTSD too, bro.
Yeah, they were real quiet.
They're not as bad as Giants fans, that's for sure.
It's just like what we talked about, though. Remember the first Panthers game when the drop touchdown goes by Mike Evans and all of a sudden the entire team checks out?
Yeah.
We throw that pick, the entire team checks out.
Fuck it, we're done.
Yeah.
I want to go fishing. Let's
what
go
the
golfing.
hell, man?
I thought we learned from all that shit this season. Evidently not.
I thought we were battle tested.
I thought we were tough. We've been fucking ourselves over the entire season. Nothing is gonna break our spirit. It's the playoffs. It's TB12.
But if we're being honest, though, man,
Tom Cruise is in the building.
at halftime,
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise was in the building.
It was only 18-0 at halftime. So it's not crazy that you come out of halftime, you drive down the fucking field and you score a touchdown. It's a fucking ball game. But, at halftime, no adjustments. And I hate to fucking say it, Poppy Latte, but Gerald McCoy was right. He was fucking right at halftime.
He's like, get out of the fucking zone. They figured it out. Stop.
Yeah, the Bucs kicked ass, and then the Dallas Cowboys were like, why the fuck can't we do anything? And they're like, oh, they're running zone. Okay, cool. Let's just do a bunch formations, confusing type shit that makes the zone guys have to communicate, and boom, wide open everywhere, and nobody adjusted. None.
Hey, CeeDee Lamb is still open right now out on that field.
Anybody, dude, it's like they never even realized that the Dallas Cowboys had a starting tight end. The dude was open.
They did run a play to Mike Evans though that was like eureka. Like I haven't seen that all season. It was like a crosser, and Mike was wide open. I was like,
you mean the Julio Jones play that they should be running all the time because that's what Julio does?
Hey, by the way, Dino Gaming says, do we want Brady back? Let's go around the table here. Sam,
we have enough time. We have enough time, don't we? Are we going to do that on this episode? We're going to talk about Tom coming back.
I mean, we're talking about all of it, man. Do you want Tom back? That's a quick yes or no. Do you want Tom back? Go.
That's a loaded question, man. There's a lot of shit in that. There's a lot of shit.
Hey,
in that.
right now, snapshot. Right now, the way you're feeling, that people want to know, bro. Motherfuckers, they want to know. They want to know our opinion.
I like the abuse.
Right now,
yes, I want Tom back. I need another year, Tom. In the creamsicles, I need it.
Sammer?
No, because Tom needs a absolutely perfect storm around him all the time for him to work. He's not going to elevate anymore. He's got to have he's like LeBron. He needs an all-star team around him to have a chance, and we don't have that. No thanks.
Keep the band together.
I'm gonna go.
Let Byron and Bowles figure it out. Keep the band together. Keep the band together.
What the fuck? You shut your face.
What?
You call that a band? Byron is that moron homeless guy on the end of the court just playing the harmonica. They're not going to figure it out, dude.
Don't get personal,
I'm not saying he's a moron. I'm saying he's the homeless
You wouldn't say that to Byron's
harmonica
face.
player, right?
You would not say that to Byron's face.
No, because he's like 70 feet taller than me, dude. I can't say it to his face. I'll say it to his fucking sternum.
He might be a good harmonica player, by the way. We don't know. We don't know.
He might be a
great
harmonica player. By the way, my opinion.
How?
Nobody on this fucking show cares about my opinion. Yes, I want Tom back. Fuck. I would take Tom back. I agree with Sammer. It needs to be a little bit of a perfect storm, but I don't think it needs to be perfect all around him. There are pieces around him. The offensive line was an absolute fucking shambles all year long. I feel like they were fucking just trying to get on fucking stable ground, and they couldn't. They lost Jensen, and they were scrambling for the rest of the fucking season.
Listen, I need to see it in the chat. Yes or no? Keep Tom. Just yes if you want Tom. No if you don't. Go ahead, Latte. I'm sorry. Go.
I think you kick over Hainsey over the left guard, which he trained that all offseason, and then surprised he had to play center. You bring Jensen back, and that just the mental peace that gives 12, where he's not fucking playing like a bitch, it goes a long way. So I would want Tom back, yes, because I saw what Florida Gator Trask. And
Whoa. Why are you throwing my boy under the bridge, bro?
I don't want any part of that.
Wait, under the bridge. Why are you throwing him under the bus or under the bridge? Why do you put my boy Trask under the bridge?
Yeah, now he's homeless. What? Why are all of our
Florida
offensive players are homeless? Doesn't make any. They are
Under
homeless.
Under the Bridge is a great song, by the way.
Listen, man.
It is.
If it's this scheme and this bullshit, and like I go back to when Tom was peak Tom Brady in New England, he had weapons that were just kind of average at best, and he always elevated everybody, right? But he always had good offensive line. He always had good offensive line play. There were times last night and throughout the season where he had good offensive line play, and he still couldn't get himself over that hump at times and would miss throws. And there are also times where he played like Tom Brady. Too inconsistent, too old. I don't know what the fuck it is. Is he injured? Who knows? Right now, this Tom Brady? No thanks. He'll be 46 next year? No, I'm good. Thanks, man.
I didn't see any drop in arm strength. I mean, everything else works. Did you protect him? He'll be fine. You protect him.
Missing throws.
I think it's a cumulative thing, bro. It's literally I mean, if you're getting beat the fuck up over and 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 over,
I get
eventually
that.
the dog's not going to come out to greet you. He's going to stay under the fucking porch, bro.
Brian Shaw says they couldn't run the ball in New England either. They had the greatest, shortest passing game in the history of fucking the NFL.
Ever.
Right? They did. They didn't need to run the ball. They could
that was a running game.
Yeah, that was their running game.
And they did it with the running backs. We
just
tried
break
to do that.
So
We're not built for that. Okay, if they want to do that, that's fine. But we need to have players that can run that system.
Yeah, but that's
We
not
have guys that are meant to go deep and stretch the field. But the problem is we can't protect long enough to play that kind of offense. So we got what we got.
I will say, Pat's fan actually makes a good point here. Because every other team in the league has issues, but they all put together competent offenses who can move the ball and score. Bucs offense is truly pathetic. No one is on the same page and no creativity. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, Scott Reynolds said as much last week, right? If you bring in a guy like Monk and you bring another OC, and Todd is very much like the Gruden. You know, you handle the defense, I'm gonna handle the offense. It's very separate. It's not like Bruce where it's a CEO of a team. So if you bring in a guy that can get with Tom and get creative.
You mean if Tom brings in a guy who can it's going to be Tom hiring the OC, right?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think so. Because he came here to play in Bruce's offense. He didn't handpick Bruce.
No, but
thank you. Michael Pless says it best, and he breaks down more film than you, Sammer. Me and Stank are right. Michael Pless, Tom was still a top 12 QB this year. A modern play caller will help a bunch.
Based on what metrics? I honestly, Pless, call him, bro. Please
Call
tell
him,
me
Pless.
how
Please
is
call him,
he
Pless.
a top 12 quarterback this season? I really want to know. I don't know. In what stats?
Yards,
Where?
touchdowns, picks. Yards, touchdowns, picks.
I'm not doubting you. I want to know in what metrics.
Latte, I will answer that question.
Yards, touchdowns, and picks.
If they somehow make the offensive line very consistent in front of him, I could see another shot, yes. But I feel like that's where you're going to pick a left tackle off the fucking that's going to come in and be amazing.
Listen, I don't like Donnie either, okay? But 2 years ago, he's Super Bowl left tackle, all right? Like, everybody needs to fucking take a breather. The guy dislocated his goddamn arm and was fucking playing on a bum leg.
I'm not taking a shot at him. But I'm not taking a shot at him.
He dislocated his arm and fucked his leg up and been playing injured the entire year. Did he suck? Yes, he sucked. Has he had penalties? Yes, he had penalties. We won a Super Bowl with him playing left tackle.
I'm not singling him out because of him. I'm saying he's probably going to be a cap casualty because of his number. So we have to get a left tackle. Or we're going to move.
Our left tackle's already in the team. Christian Wirtz is moving over left.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. Is this the time you flip him or you keep him?
You fucking flip him. You flip Christian Wirtz to left if it truly is a cap casualty thing. If Donnie doesn't want to fucking restructure, and you go draft the right tackle.
But then you got Tom behind a guy who's playing left tackle for the first time.
It's Christian Wirtz, bro. He's not human. Fucking kidding me, bro? Shut your face.
Oh, but also hold on. From the Bucs front office standpoint, when you flip him from right tackle to left tackle, and he's a fucking hell of a left tackle, guess what? He's going to cost you a lot more than that right tackle money he was going to get after his rookie contract.
I don't give a fuck if we run it back with Tom next year. I don't fucking care.
Their business. They look at that side
and
of
you
shit.
guys are just focusing on pass blocking too. He's not a great run blocker. We're not really outside of Wirfs. Nobody up front is a dominant run blocker. I would kind of like to see us if they want to play that physical type of ball and actually fucking have a good running game. You know, I'm saying we need to run the ball first, right? Pass to open up the run. I get it. Don't tack me, fucking. You know,
You just gotta be. You gotta be physical. You gotta be physical. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was the theme of this week. Oh, this whatever the wild card super fucking weekend. I talked to you about it, Stank, and I talked to Sam about it. Every team that was more physical won this week. The Giants out physical the fucking Vikings. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs were just more physical than who the fuck. I don't fucking know. Okay,
no matter who they played.
The Jaguars, the Chargers were some pussies, bro. Straight up. They going up 27-0, and then the Jaguars came out swinging in the second half, and they got fucking punched, and they're like, "Whoa, wait a minute, we thought the game was over." The teams that are more physical, they all won this.
It's weird. I watch other teams play. I'm like, wow.
It's like another sport.
Wow.
It's like, whoa, are you cheating on us?
But I got a hot bitch, though.
I got a hot bitch.
I got a hot bitch, but I'm out there looking at other ass.
It's
I have a hot bitch.
They have less talent, and their offenses look effortless. It looks so easy with less talent.
So why is that?
Everything is so hard here.
For every hot bitch out there, brother, somebody tired fucking her.
Like the New York Giants.
It's true. It's actually true.
No, like I'm sure I'm gonna be. I can't name a starting wide receiver on the New York Giants. Victor Cruz still there?
Saquon Barkley?
That's not a receiver. I can't name a start, but guys were all over the yard on them against the Vikings.
Stop typing, Pless. And fucking call.
Pick up your fucking dial up
phone.
Your flip phone, bro.
I asked Pless to come on the show, and Pless said he's too busy. Now he's watching the show.
No, I know Pless in the kitchen has that green phone that you put your finger in. And then you turn the numbers. I know Pless got that.
He can't get in the fucking.
I think Pless is mad at us.
Pless is right though.
No, I think he's mad at us.
He has dropped off in accuracy and pocket mobility, but he's still better than most QB options. But again, you got to fix all this other shit around it. Are we going to do that? Who are we going to replace Who are we going to replace Byron Leftwich with? That's if you don't bring in somebody creative, fucking bye, Tom. I don't need Tom at that point. Wasting time.
Those are such bitches.
We're wasting time.
Easterling said it best, bro. Like the entire offense is back intact. It's not fucking Armageddon. You can fucking move some money around. You can still restructure some people. You can bring back the entire fucking team the way as it stands. Everybody fucking take a breather. Who are they gonna bring in? I don't know. You were stroking fucking Scott last week when he said Munkin, and all of a sudden it's like, who are they gonna bring in? There's nobody out there.
No. I'm not saying there's nobody out there. I'm saying, are they actually gonna do that?
If Byron is so bad, isn't just about anything a fucking upgrade?
Yes.
Okay.
Good point.
Susan, no, the KC's OC isn't going to make a lateral move and come here.
I'm not saying he's going to.
No. Susan said KC's.
I also don't think you can do that.
No, you're not allowed to. Plus says scheme/play calling /sequencing hurts the offense. Too many wasted plays and play calling for third down. Tom had to drop offs in the accuracy. Oh yeah, that's just what you read. You just read the first half. Sorry.
We're not saying that Tom's the reason the team loses. We're not saying Tom's the reason the offense sucks.
He's a big part of the reason.
Part of it. Play calling sucks. The sequencing sucks. The scheming sucks. Not game planning on offense, probably my number one thing. Before any of all those things, it doesn't look like we have a single plan in place for the opponent we're going against.
I think he's a bigger problem, but he's the reason why he's a bigger problem than he should be is because of the offensive line. Like give him protection. And I think 90% of the problems that we're having with Tom, scared Tom out there, go away. So I get that Tom is a problem, but we know why he's a problem. It's not like he's broken. He's got he's got everything.
But with the same offensive line, there are plenty of OCs that go into games with bad offensive line or injured offensive line, and they scheme around that. They figure out ways to.
You can't scheme around. You can't scheme around when you can't scheme around that offensive line, unfortunately. I just don't think that they had the time. Like, don't forget, okay? Let's not forget here.
You can't run a slant.
Todd Bowles was forced to be a head coach with like no time to really do shit. I'm not making excuses for this guy, but right before the season, Tom retired and we still had BA as our head coach. And then Tom comes back and BA retires, and all of a sudden it's Todd Bowles is the head coach. I don't think there was a lot of time to really fucking change anything. They just went with what they went.
Should happen in February, bro. Some shit like late February. Like we were about to hit free agency. Like, no. I think we were already in free agency because Red was testing free agency. And Lenny was testing free agency.
And Red went down.
I'm at a call. I'm like, where you at? New England. What the fuck are you doing there? Get back to Tampa. Like, we were in free agency when all this shit went down. There was no time to change coaching staffs and fucking, I'm going to tweak this.
But that speaks to how bad Byron has been, though, because nothing changed and the ship went down hard.
He had no answers, which is
BA
crazy.
was the only difference. Like, he didn't have
BA was in the building. BA was still on the cart on the at practice.
But
remember
what
day.
Scott said when he was on our show last week? He said BA was there on the headset. He could interject, like, "Hey man, take a shot.
Hey, we're not doing that shit. We're doing this.
You're an idiot. Don't do that." Like that kind of like that is what's missing. So I think they bring in an offensive coordinator. That's the first thing they should do. If they do that, I can see a Tom Brady coming back one more time. I can see it working because then you have somebody that's, I don't want to say smart, but has like a direction. Our offense has no direction.
It's not smart. It's not. Listen, Byron is a smart guy. He played quarterback in this league, right? It's what we talked about with Scott. It's the experience, man. It's the feel for the game that the McVays have, that the fucking Sean Paytons have, that the BAs have. I feel like, and this is not anything that we know because of relationships or anything, just what I feel, right? I feel like what Sammer was saying a minute ago. I feel like BA, like sometimes even our Super Bowl year, we start off kind of slow. And I think BA was like the dad, like watching Byron on with the training wheels, and he's like, okay, that's one series. Okay, that's two series. Okay, enough of this shit, bro. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. I'm interjecting here a little bit, and we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna do this. I feel like there was a little bit of that, not so much like take a shot here or do this. I think more, you know what I mean, Sam, right? Like not take over, but just really lean in.
Coaching him. He was coaching him throughout, and so now all of a sudden his mentor, his coach is gone, and no offense to Byron, he doesn't sound like he ever had a passion to be a coach.
Oh.
So that in itself takes away from your own personal drive. He's not in there till 3 a.m. like, dude, I'm scheming up. I'm in my bag. I'm fucking having fun. He's not a mad chemist. When you think really good play caller, you think mad chemist. You think, Shanahan. You think Sean McVay. You think BA even. These guys, John Gruden back in the day, like they're just obsessed with creating matchups and mismatches and guys out in space. We don't have that because I don't think he cares that much.
I mean, we all see it. Byron got an ego, like Byron ain't going to hear shit from nobody. And that's fine. He shouldn't hear shit from anybody here. That's for sure. But he should be looking in the mirror. Definitely. And I see a lot of criticism for Gage. Gage was hurt at the beginning of the season and was never going to be 100% healthy the entire season.
He was never going to be.
He was never going to be healthy. And Julio, you knew what you were getting with that guy. You knew that he wasn't going to play fucking 18 games. And honestly, Julio balled out yesterday. And Julio had some good games towards the end of the season when he was healthy. You knew that you were going to be able to count on that guy.
Even if Gage was healthy, the Bucs weren't using him correctly. They didn't use Mike correctly. They really only ever used Godwin kind of correctly. But even at moments, you still see him just like, how many times are you going to call a wide receiver screen to Chris Godwin? Everyone in the fucking building knows. They don't use anyone correctly. They just don't.
Literally, Plus just said after all three of us said all those play callers understand their personnel and how to use them.
Thank you. So like that's the biggest problem. And if you have a weak offensive line, or like how many times do you run to the weakest part of your offensive line as a running attack? Why are we running behind Gadecki if we can't run behind Gadecki? What the fuck is that? Go behind Tristan Wirfs and fucking Shaq Mason. Like that's the stuff that fucking derailed this entire season, in my opinion.
Wait a minute, Sammer. You mean run to the right side to Mason, who's a good run blocker and top?
Personnel. They did that the first play, but they just let Parsons free on the edge, and he just came behind the line and made the tackle for a loss. That was the first play on offense of the game.
That's going to happen. You're going to get it. But my point is
that, bro. But come on.
If you know what your players' strengths are, why don't you play to that? You call to that. It feels like he's on a sheet. He calls a play. Oh, shit, that worked. Cool. Let's do that again. And we'll just do it in a different variation that we happen to have on the very bottom page here. Right? Boom. And then when it stops working, then he changes. And when it doesn't work, he just he doesn't remember that it didn't work. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. How many times have we been in the game this season and I'd be like, guys, that first down run worked. What's going to happen on the very next down? They're going to run the ball.
every
Back to the
single
well.
time. Every single time. Because like, oh shit, it worked. Let's do it again. Doesn't work that time.
Or-
3rd and 3.
or-
Punt.
Or every single time it was a bunch set, it's like, oh, Godwin screen. Here comes a
Oh
Godwin
my
screen.
God, dude.
Here comes a
My
Godwin.
favorite is when we did have a good first down play and it's like 2nd and 1. It's always an easy 1-yard run versus, I don't know, maybe
Play action.
shot downfield, play action. It's, 3rd and 1 still makeable. So why don't we get aggressive in situations like that? Just never fucking happened. And I get it. You can't play up tempo all game, but how about just changing up the tempo? Start out the game up tempo. Do a little fucking start playing some games with the defensive line, the linebackers, so they're just not standing there teeing off on the snap count. I don't see hard counts. I just don't see the whole.
It's lagging out.
Seems fine on my side.
Well, everybody keeps talking about it in the chat, and I just saw it.
See one person say lagging.
Yeah,
A couple-
Joey is the only one saying it's lagging. Anybody else? Is it lagging for anybody else?
So did Susan.
Susan?
And Common Sense, they just said the same thing.
They probably all got Metro. Upgrade.
It's 100% on my
Good? Susan said it sounds messed up. I don't know.
It's messed up.
I don't know.
Hey, we're all fucked up. Like, hey, fuck it, Byron, you running the fucking stream? What's going on here, bro?
Damn it. He's hacked in our
Trying to take
Son
us,
of a bitch.
they're trying to take our stream out right now.
He's hacked in our he's trying to run us up the middle. God
You
damn
won't
it.
silence us.
No.
First and Byron, you will not silence us.
First and Byron.
Oh, Paxton said it's lagging.
And Evan says it's better. I don't know. All right, let's just take 3.
Hey, listen.
Let's take these 3
All right.
calls and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, basically.
You had something to say, Latte? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say take these calls because I got babies to not make.
Make
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
babies to shoot. You got some babies to
Babies
shoot.
to shoot.
We found out some awesome information about you yesterday, by
Hey,
the way.
we
I got movie bullets, bro. Big bang.
we
nothing
don't
happens.
condone violence against babies,
No,
Mm-mm.
I just flush them down the drain.
or put them in a pocket. You know what I mean?
A little hot pocket.
Plan B, baby. Plan
Take
B.
the fucking call.
You know why they put the B in there? Plan B, Plan Baby. All right.
Wow.
304 area code. You're on with the loose cannons. What's up?
No, Michael Pless.
going on,
I'm not making a baby, Michael Pless. I'm gonna pretend I'm making a.
What's up,
How are you?
304?
Hey,
Hey.
what's going on? It's Kevin. How you doing?
Oh, well, no fucking victory.
No,
I'm
no
hungry.
victory.
I
No
want
victory.
hummus.
Fucking hummus. Son of a bitch.
No, but you know what? It's been a hell of a 3 year. What are you fucking people talking about bringing Tom Brady back? He's 46.
Thank you.
5,
He's
45.
40 fucking six.
And he's,
years old.
46-year-old.
and he's still better
He
than
will
Kyle
be
Trask.
46 next year.
He's still better than
What's
Kyle
that?
Trask.
I'm 46.
Probably,
I'm
but you know
46,
what?
and I'm the
Kyle
most
Trask is
productive
dog
piece
shit.
of this podcast.
Listen, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. We had 3 glorious years. I mean, let's not forget, okay, this season was disappointing. There was some great fucking moments, okay? The
Goddamn,
comeback
Susan.
victories, the Seahawks game, those first 2 games, he played his ass off, but he's 40 fucking 6 years old. Let him go to Vegas. Let him sell out that big fucking stadium they have out there. Let him do whatever the fuck he wants to do. We got some hard times ahead of us. You know that, right?
Kevin, he's not going to Vegas. He's not going to leave his kids across
He's
the
not
country,
leaving his
dude.
kids, bro. If he plays, it's gonna be here.
That's true. No, that's for true. He's a good dad. Maybe he won't go to Vegas. I'm telling you, like, we got some lean years ahead of us, and that's okay. I think I don't
we do.
honestly think I wanted to believe Bob Bowles was the guy, but the proof is in the pudding. You can't argue about it. You know, this was a fucking, this was a systemic failure, top to bottom, left to right. Players and coaches are all equally responsible for this. They say victory has 1,000 fathers, but failure is an orphan. Well, failure's got a lot of fucking absentee daddies too, okay? And there ain't anybody who can avoid blame for this. I agree with you guys completely. The team fucking just fell apart after that interception in the end zone. People look disinterested, and it's fucking sad. I have no idea if Bowles is going to be able to pull it together next year. He's going to be our coach. I'm not going to fire him after a year. Byron's probably gone. Fair or unfair, he's gone.
According to Peter report, the decision's already been made.
Yeah.
According
Well,
to Pew Report,
and you
they
gotta
wanted,
remember,
they wanted to
the-
do
the
it. They
thing
wanted
is-
to do it after the Ravens game, and the Bulls basically, essentially, bet on his defense.
But
But if you watch this
A year
podcast,
ago-
you already knew that, by the way. You watch this podcast?
Yeah,
you
a
knew that
year
already.
ago. A year ago, he was supposed to be a head coach. A year ago.
Can
Like
you
they
imagine?
literally 1 calendar year ago, that motherfucker was going to be a head coach.
Can
and
you
now
imagine?
he's ass
Hey,
out.
hey, can you imagine if the Jaguars would have hired him? Oh my God!
Damn, dude. They
Oh
wouldn't,
my
have won
God.
a single
He would
game.
have broken. He would have broken Trevor
Okay,
Lawrence.
but wait a second.
Yeah.
2 years ago, he was a 2 years ago, he was a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. And now he's ass? Now he's just garbage?
He might make a better
What the
head
fuck?
coach.
I'm sorry.
That's like saying Scottie
what the
Pippen.
fuck?
That's like saying Scottie Pippen was an MVP when he was playing next to Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
little
when you're
bit
coaching
different.
next to BA, bro. Look,
Yeah. Michael Jordan takes a year off. You get good Scottie Pippen sometimes, but he's not a fucking MVP. Ain't an
Not carrying the
MVP.
playoffs.
All right, listen.
Actually, I think he
I'm
did.
just saying that it's not all
I
on
think
the
he did.
coaches. And again, you got to talk about like that one dude. It was Sip. I can't remember his name. It was in the comments talking about how Brady in the right situation, blah blah blah. He's 46 years old. His mobility, his accuracy, his willingness to take a hit, his willingness to make plays, all of that has declined precipitously this year. And there's no reason to think at 46 it's not going to continue to decline. You just got to let him go.
Did you just drop precipitously on this show?
He did.
Do you not know our demographics? We're talking. People are talking about swallowing babies in the chat room right now.
You don't
Susan
fucking
said
drop
swallowing.
words that I can't spell on here. You hear me? What the fuck?
Good call, Kevin. I'm sorry to cut you short because we're trying to get out of here.
Michael Pless said it best, and Scott said it the other day, Reynolds. He goes, "You had Evans, Godwin, Gronk, and AB. It didn't matter what the fuck he called, bro. It didn't matter. Somebody was gonna be open.
Somebody was just going to accidentally be open because you only had so many guys on defense. That's
And Byron hates Scotty Miller, so
Scotty's not that great, man. All right. Let's go to Tom in Michigan. Tom in Michigan, you're on with the loose cannons.
Wide receiver 1, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Hey, he's got his own commercials right now.
Yeah.
Tom in Michigan.
Hey, Bucks know how to shine. Hey guys, how you doing tonight? Welcome, peeps. How you doing?
I feel like shit. My asshole hurts.
Yeah, I hear you. But hey, I'm going to try to get through this call without a Donovan Smith holding call. Man, that game was about as much fun as a public colonoscopy, right? Huh? The Cowboys, the fucking Cowboys.
Yeah,
dudes. My fucking hatred of the fucking Rump Rangers run Steve Boys. Man, from 82 to 97, my first 2 playoff games I ever saw as a kid was the fucking Cowboys rolling us. So for 15 years, I had to fucking sit there and think about those fucking losses. Dude, then we get rolled again. Dude, we're 0-3 against them. This is fucking embarrassing. Hey, at least when we went to Philly and we were getting our ass kicked, at least we made it respectable. But my God, you know, you guys just sit back for a minute because I got some stuff I'm going to unload on for a while now. And, hey, I got some players I'm going to call out. Hey, JTS, you miss holding JPP's pants pockets in the prison yard there? My God, do something. Hey, JTS, how about we change your name to SHIT, huh? And, hey, Devin White, you still bored? Because you guys got some heavy cardio last night running up and down that field. And playoff Lenny? More like waiver wire Lenny. Good thing we rested that guy for a couple weeks so we could hold him to the playoffs. Glad that worked out. Hey, Akeem Hicks. My God. Good to see you, my man. Thought you retired or something. But then I heard you only show up to the facility on Friday was a ski mask to pick up your paycheck because you're straight up robbing the team. But what more can I say about the Tampa Bay Byronaires? Don't worry, Byron. If you get fired, Chad Pennington called and said you could still hold his jock strap any time. And oh my God, Bowles, halftime speech, that must have been the stuff of legends. You know, from such movies as Rudy and, I don't know, Any Given Sunday. Hey guys, I know we're losing, but we're winners. And you know what winners do? Yeah, we eat some Chips Ahoy cookies. Yeah. If I was Ryan Jensen, I would have punched him right in his mouth. Hey, the only score I wanted to know from last night was know how many Bud Lights Bruce Arians had watching that fucking dumpster fire. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, guys. I got to start this call over. Donovan Smith just got a holding call. Hey, that kicker for Dallas, Napoleon Dynamite. Hey, thanks for fucking up the over-under last night, you fucking turd. Hey, Carolina, you're welcome. We took that beat down for you. And since we're ready to blow this team up, I got 3 things here that, well, you know, it's going to shake the team up. First off, if I was Jason White, I'd call the Chargers and say, I want Justin Herbert straight up for Trask. How's that? Number 2, if we're going to, you know, I always hated the creamsicles because, I don't know, they look like shit. But anyways, hey, if we're going to play like shit, let's bring the creamsicles back for next year. Hey, we got to look at what next season's going to be look like last night. And you want to know something else? Let's get a new head coach. You know what I was thinking? Yeah, let's bring him in. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, Sean Payton. Let's bring that motherfucker in. He'll shake some things up. Hey, can you imagine you guys at the golf tournament at your fucking little glory hole there, and all of a sudden Sean Payton comes up? Yeah, you get them little handshakes and everything else. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boys. Hey, Dallas, enjoy the win. Hey, with your sister wives smoking meth and your double wide as your ugly kids sniff glue. Fuck Dallas. Good night, peeps.
I will straight up Happy Gilmore that motherfucker. I'll never be invited back.
I will too. Fuck you, Bob
somebody will catch it on video. I'll pull a shirt over his head and just whoop his ass right there at the hole.
Well, I'll turn off
the most punchable face ever.
I will turn off the entire hole. He'll come up. But what you guys got going on? And we'll just all turn around.
Turn the music off, everything. Shut the grills off.
Go ahead and
somebody said rack him. Somebody in the chat said rack
him.
That's fucking awesome. Love fucking Tom. Oh shit.
That was one of his best calls ever.
Yeah.
That was pretty harsh too.
I was Toming pretty hard right there.
He was Tom.
You know what the worst and best part of last night was too, boys? Standing outside that stadium having to listen to all those fucking Cowboys fans. This is the I'm like,
that was the Super Bowl.
It's not. Hey, Sam and I and Zach are looking at each other. Is somebody gonna tell them? Somebody gonna tell them.
There's gonna tell them they play the 49ers.
There is
the
a
49ers
far
next week.
superior team waiting out west.
Yeah, for those who were under the illusion that we were gonna beat the Cowboys, which was very possible, and then go to San Francisco, beat San Francisco, and then go to Philly and beat Philly, and then go somewhere and beat Buffalo or KC. No, wasn't gonna happen.
Or Cincinnati. Yeah, no.
Or Cincinnati. Yeah.
Who boat raced us in 1/2? Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right, last call. 770 area code. You're on with the Loose Cannons. I think this is Corey in Nashville. 770.
Hello.
All right, you're getting run.
Hello.
Run it. Target.
Is somebody there?
Hey, mate.
Hello.
The plan for the podcast, I said it earlier, lots more podcasts. Wednesday as well, Friday.
We got Scott of Pewter Report
shit.
joining us tomorrow night. All right.
We're going to have all the inside little nuggies.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday night, we will have Josh of Pewter Report who'll be joining us. And Josh is a cap wizard. We'll go through all the possible scenarios of cap casualties, contract negotiations, guys we can bring back for cheap and renegotiate and restructure, and guys we can keep and all that nonsense. He knows all that shit. He has fucking ways to save money somehow and put us in the driver's seat for Lamar Jackson. What?
I feel like I don't know what happened, boys.
I'll take him.
By the way, we used to be like really smart on this podcast. Like we used to know, like, you know, like college players and the draft and all that shit. We used to like do like mock drafts and be like, I want this guy.
Tom Brady ruined us.
Yeah, bro. Like I have no idea who the fuck's coming out this year.
I hate the draft.
I have no idea. But you knew about it, motherfucker. You knew.
I hate it.
I want this fucking Vita Vea. I want this fucking. We knew about the draft. Now we don't know anything.
Is the draft? Do they do like a? Is it like fantasy? Is a snake draft? I don't know anything about that.
Hey, we used to be draft fucking pros.
How many rounds are there again?
No draft party.
Does Roger Goodell still stand up and talk in front of everybody?
I will.
Hey, I'm gonna start dusting off my draft fucking shit.
I saw. Yeah, I have one of those fantasy football draft books from like 2015. Can I take that thing out?
Holy shit.
So that being said, tune in for all the draft coverage right here, because we're gonna get somebody on here that knows.
Get all the best draft coverage right here on Loose Cannons.
Probably Trevor Sikahema for sure.
Sikahema, yeah. Sponsored by Navage. Gonna come with a separate product called Assange.
Hey, seriously, it's been fun, boys. It's been a good season.
It has been fun.
It's been fun. But we can finally breathe a collective sigh of relief that this fucking shit show is finally. This was torture.
My nuts were in a vice all season. Now I can unvice them. Just fucking chill. Hey, you know what the worst part about the season is? We kept waiting for the light to turn on, and it never.
Now we don't.
The light never came on.
Now we don't have to.
Came on.
That feeling, that like anticipatory, that edging that they were like.
We edged all season, bro. Hey, the closest thing we got was the Carolina game, where it was like, holy shit, they're scoring points. Like this is at least the year prior we lost in the playoffs, but god damn it, the games were fun. We were scoring points. Defense was making plays. We looked anemic.
Yeah, but now, hey, now we can enjoy the game of football played by professionals from here on out for the rest of the season, right? We can watch good football.
It's like they're playing another sport.
We can watch. We can
It's
watch.
a whole separate.
We
it's a
can
whole
watch
different-
good football, man.
We're
Fuck
watching
yeah.
cricket. We're watching cricket.
Hey, guess what? You fuckers out there are going to watch it with us. We're going to figure out a way to watch playoff games with you guys on the show here on the channel.
Hey,
it's going to be awesome.
By the way, Susan,
Good football.
If I didn't love you already and you weren't a fucking loose cannon Hall of Famer, you're goated after tonight. She's a fucking beast, boy.
Hey, swallow. Never spit.
Always swallow, never spit.
Go Bucks. And as always, fuck the Saints.